All right, so I know a lot of persons have graduated recently. They've also passed their NCLEX, and I want to say congratulations to you guys because you're a nurse now. Yeah, you're a nurse. That's a major milestone, and it is something that needs to be celebrated. But sometimes you're there and you're wondering, what is it that you're going to be doing next? And so this video is just going to walk you through a few days, for the first 7 days after passing your NCLEX, everything that you need to focus on that is not only related to licensing, but also to start your career confidently. Go ahead and follow me on TikTok at ThinkNursing1 and on YouTube at ThinkNursing. On day 1 and day 2, just go ahead and celebrate. Take the moment to celebrate because you've earned this. Let it sink in because guess what? You're a nurse now. And another thing you definitely want to do is rest because, a lot of persons have been studying real hard and you want to relax yourself a little bit. You want to reset your body physically as well as mentally. So definitely go ahead and do that. At the time when I graduated from nursing school, I was feeling a sense of relief, and there was also a feeling of like confusion because I wasn't so sure what I was going to be getting into. And so definitely that is something that is normal for a lot of person. On day 3, go ahead and check with your board of nursing to see if your license is posted. If it is posted, go ahead and just, screenshot it. Go ahead and write down the information. And if you're in a state that uses nursery, go ahead and start registering and uploading that information, because if you're planning on working in multiple states, then definitely that is something that will benefit you. All right, for persons who are in Jamaica or any international, country, then definitely go ahead and call your board of nursing if your results are not updated that fast. The next thing you definitely want to do is go ahead and update your resume. Make sure you put on your resume the credential of a registered nurse, RN, or you write out the entire word registered nurse. Include your license number and the state, and you also want to go ahead and add some clinical experience. Highlight specialty areas if possible, but make sure your resume is more tailored to a new grad registered nurse position, because that's what you're applying for. You can't say you're going to go out there and applying for a job that requires you 5 years or 10 years of experience. You understand? Remember, you don't have it. So in order for you to have a strong resume, you want to highlight your clinicals. You also want to highlight your skills and what gives you the drive. All right, definitely add those to your resume. Then the next thing is to start applying for jobs. And that is something that you're excited about because you want to start earn money. So definitely going to look for the new grad RN position, or you're going to look for some registry, or you're going to look for the residency program. A lot of sites like Indeed, LinkedIn, hospital websites, you also have your regular Facebook groups, will definitely go ahead and post different jobs. So go ahead and look into those. If you're planning on moving out of state, you look at relocation programs. So definitely they'll pay you a little bit more money for you to move to that state. For international nurses, remember you have to get credentialed in the US before you actually start applying for jobs. All right. The other thing you definitely want to do is create like a spreadsheet so you can track your jobs, your interview dates, and any follow-up that you definitely have. So that way you're not missing out on any possible job interview or acceptance. The other thing you definitely want to do is start practicing for your interview. Start with basic questions for nurses where you hear that say, go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself. How do you handle like a difficult patient? So ensure that you're looking at behavioral based questions so that way you can answer those a little bit better, and you probably will do well on your interview. You want to ensure that you're going to be dressing professionally. You want to ensure that you have a confident tone, and you also want to ensure that you have a reason as to why you want to become a nurse. All right. So definitely go ahead and practice all of those. I did a video regarding, how to go about with your interview, so definitely go ahead and check those out. Some tips that I did provide. The other thing you want to do is go ahead and organize your documents. You want to look for your license. If you do have a transcript, go ahead and get that. Certifications such as a CPR, ACLS, PALS. In the event that you need to get those, look at facilities that definitely offer them, so you can always get that started. And then the other thing you want to definitely do is look at what area draws you. What area are you interested in? So that way you can always apply for jobs in that area. And finally, remember, imposter syndrome, it is normal. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So hopefully these tips will benefit you. And I do hope that in the first 7 days of you passing your NCLEX, just remember, just take it one step at a time either way. Just remember, don't compare your journey to anyone else's, whether or not you're here in the US or you're in another country, in Jamaica. Remember that becoming a nurse is a big deal and your path matters. So definitely go ahead and make the necessary steps to getting successful or starting your journey as a nurse. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in. And I do do hope you will go ahead and subscribe to my channel here on Think Nursing. I hope you go ahead and subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Think Nursing, and follow me here on TikTok at Think Nursing 1 for more content related to nursing, travel, and lifestyle. And feel free to go ahead and leave any comment down below, or if you have any questions, my bio information is there, so go ahead and reach out to me. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.